Oh, uh. Our lips, they tasted like those cigarettes. Staring at the moon, we'd go to bed. In my arms, you're safe and sound, without a threat. And I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. Our lips, they tasted like those cigarettes. Staring at the moon, we'd go to bed. In my arms, you're safe and sound, without a threat. And I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. If we sail a little bit high, a little bit low, a little bit high, a little bit low, a little bit high, a little bit low, a little bit high, a little bit low. I don't know any road that lead us back home. And I don't know any road that lead us back home. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? I need us to be a little bit high, a little bit low, completely alone.
Hello, hello, one and all. Welcome to Poyu Paradox's Magical University, where we play all sorts of games. Sometimes we're doing some heckin' Xenoblade Chronicles, waving our effectively new Neo Monado around, and just generally figuring out how to end this Infinawar. Sometimes we're in Tears of the Kingdom, gluing things to other things in the hope of getting a crystal through the sky without accidentally throwing it away. I failed the first time. Sometimes we're doing Minecraft with my good buddy Moonbeam, but today we're doing some heckin' art. Let's get our butts in the heckin' classroom. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm here. I'm your Tatum for the day. And we have a new heckin' viewer, and of course, Parolo. Hello. Got a proto right there in the chat. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Um, See, here's what I usually do, like, announcements and, like, general things. But, like, I don't know if anything interesting or new is happening. Gonna have to do a quick think. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything fancy to announce. So, without further ado, let's get our butts over to the art. And, speaking of art, how loud is that? That is perhaps just a touch louder than I want. There, yeah, that should be good. If you can hear me, and if you can also hear the music, then that's great. That is the desired... I missed a few things. I'm always missing something, aren't I? Let's turn these off. Alright. Oh, speaking of which, there's a thing that I also missed. I always forget one thing, right? At least one thing. Alright. Everything should be set up properly now. So let's get to drawing. I clicked the wrong thing. Alright, so when we last left off, that is still a bit loud in my ear. There we go, that's much better. Anyway, when we last left off, I drew this guy. I forgot what my running name for him is. But he's just a chill dude, drinking some heckin' wine, and has a cool little living room thing with like a little skyline. It's nighttime and I need to put stars in the sky. This is what we in the business call a flat. All the colors are single colors. There's no shading whatsoever. Let's fix that. Let's add some shading. And let's start with the cat person. You don't shade outlines. What is this? Your hair? I guess I could shade the hair, but I'm not sure what for. Yeah, I think the hair is fine. Oh, next up is the wine. The wine is its own thing entirely. Let's see. That is fine, I guess. I need to know. Yes. That's what I was afraid of. Alright, let's turn off the wine temporarily and get over to, what is that? That is outside. That is Skyline Black. Yep, that's what I thought. Alright. So I need to pluck this color and I need to paste the color in here.
Open eye,
do a quick little make sure. Also, the TV, which is the background, seems to be apartment. Is that this? No? That is this, right? Yeah. Anyway, let's just do a quick little... What? Let's just do a quick little erasure here and here. Alright. We no longer need to focus on this or this. Alright, back to the wine. Alright, so what this wine needs is to actually be able to see the glass. We have a ghost glass. It's just outlines. Nothing but outlines. What is this insanity? Anyway. So first I'm going to want to add another layer on top. And this is going to be the wine glass. And I put it in the wrong spot, so I'm going to want to move it to where it's supposed to go. Now glass tends to be kind of this very light bluish color. And it tends to be very, very clear. Bluish green, I'd say. Something around there. So, we'll start by overdoing this. Whoa, that's too much overdoing it. Alright, gonna have to do this a slightly different way. Let's start by defining a border. Alright, now this should work. It does. Let's touch up where it didn't. Alright. Now, since I seem to have come across this problem before, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same sort of thing and outline where I'm gonna fill first. I seem to have different outline colors, which was not the intent. I'm not sure when one outline color became another, but let's only refer to this layer for now. Searching for a longer day. We must never stop the way. So clearly, while this is kind of cool, and I'm gonna duplicate it. Where's duplicate? And put it underneath the wine. While this is a really neat color for glass, well, typically glass isn't unsee-throughable. Typically glass has a much lower transparency, or higher transparency. Let's try 5%. Let's see what happens when both sides of the glass are at 5%. That, I think, kinda does it, right? You can see the glass. Actually, let's pop this back up real quick. This is supposed to represent the back half of the glass. Well, there... Actually, I guess you could... Yeah, no, that's fine. What happens if I make it 10% on both sides? Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Eh. Well, yeah. When you're super fancy, you have glass that's like barely see-throughable at all. When you're buying on a budget because you're like, I don't know, in college or something, I don't think you have the highest class of wine glasses. I think you have the colored stuff to kind of hide how it's, you know, make it cool looking, make it chill looking, make it less super clear. I think that's fine. We're also gonna need the bubbles. What? What did I just do? Alright. So let's, yep, swap the pen. Swap to, how big do I want these? Smaller? I think, smaller? Yeah, that'll do. I think I want the bubbles to be basically the same color as the wine. So let's turn these off temporarily. Actually, I'd need to... Oh! I would want the fullness of that color, though. That's fine. Except I'm going to want to tilt it pretty far on the white side. Or would it be on the dark side, actually? I think it'd be both. I think the bubbles would be both. So we need bubble shine, and I guess bubble cavity. Alright, yeah, let's try for bubble shine and bubble void. Alright. Also, thank you for the silly burger redeem. I hope everyone's having an okay time. So let's just, you know what? But you don't... You know what? Let me... Before I continue to do what I think it would look like, let me just look up a glass of wine real quick. Did that? So I went to click the plus, as in, please, open up a new tab. And I guess my mouse jumped and hit the X. As in, no, I don't want to listen to music right now in the middle of my stream. Thank you. Oops. Oops. It's going to be a different song, but, you know, that just be how it be. I do not know why I clicked YouTube. Let's go with... Oh yeah, I'm trying to research wine. Well, I just... Red wine. And then I want to click images. Oh! Red wine maybe doesn't have wine bubbles. Also, it tends to be in fatter glasses and not the thinner ones, so he's absolutely using the wrong glass for this. I think he's using like a champagne flute. That shows what I know about alcohol. Most red wines aren't bubbly? Yeah, I'm starting to get that. I'm starting to get that. Alright. So A, he's using the wrong glass, which, let's be honest, if you're not like super into alcohol like knowledge, you might just be like, oh yeah, this glass is fancy, this wine is fancy, clearly they go together. But you're right, there's like a little bit of bubbles, kind of, in the pouring, but then once the pouring is done, it clears out pretty much immediately. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no bubbles. No bubbles. It's fine as is. It just needs some shading. So let's get rid of the bubbles. This layer, dead. This layer I'm just gonna rename. Because I think this is just the shading layer then. So what do I want to do with this layer? Well, I think I could start by making the wine a little bit thinner. Maybe at about 50%. And actually, I don't want this layer because what I want is a duplication of this one. Alright. And now I want to erase pretty much the entirety of up here. This is thinner. You can kind of see through it a bit better. This part's a bit thinner. You can see through it a bit better. This guy is absolutely like, would you like to come into my apartment and drink some wine in my fancy glasses for various intoxicants? And it's like, you know that's for champagne, right? Really? I just thought it was a fancy, fancy glass for fancy booze. I mean, you're not completely wrong, I guess. Alright. I think now both need to be a little bit less. So let's drop it to 45 each and see what that does. Alright, let's turn on the glass and see what that does. Okay, no, the wine definitely needs to be stronger. The wine needs to be a little bit stronger still. You know what? The glass needs to be less strong. I think that's fine. I think that there is about what I want. Back on the grind. So, for those who don't know, I do not drink alcohol. That is not to say I have never drunken alcohol. That is not to say I never will ever again in my life. But it is to say that I couldn't tell a brandy from an ale from a scotch. I couldn't separate one booze from another, the proper glasses for various boozes. I wouldn't know the general alcohol content of different brands and types and subtypes. I wouldn't know what my flavor palette is. I wouldn't know how to mix drinks, any of that. What I do know is it is a delivery method for alcohol. If you just want to get cronked, you usually drink like beers, which aren't particularly flavorful in my understanding. And if you want more than that, then you go out and you get things that are fruit-based or things that are mixed. That's my understanding. That's literally my understanding for alcohol. So, with all that said, oh yeah, I also need to adjust a thing here. There we go. So, when I'm given a thing such as cat person drinking alcohol, which I think those ears maybe say mouse more than cat, which is a little funny. Oops. Anyway, I think we've done good shading the wine. Since I seem to be a bit flip-floppy on the... Wait. What is this? Okay. What is that, and when did that happen? What layer is that on? That is on this layer. Only it goes through into other stuff? But it is on that layer. Yes. Okay. I think I know the answer. Let's just get rid of this. Duplicate this. And then bring this back where it needs to be. Yeah, there we go. That should fix it. You know what? I think it might be worth making a folder here. Call this the wine. The top glass definitely goes into the folder, as does the shading for the wine itself, the bottom glass. Also, this is wine glass front, and this is wine glass back. Let me change the name. Let me change the name, thank you. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about the wine at all. It's just all compressed into a folder. Alright. That... What? Oh, right, because I had to move you. Some of the background is... background. Oh! I have an outline I could trim down. No? That's not you? Oh, that's the door frame then. Yeah, there you go. That's not needed. Alright. That was fun. So back to the color of the fur. Let's make a shading layer. So we start by taking the fur as it is, which is just as gray as you can make it. And actually, so we don't want to make it like tremendously dark, we just need darker. So that'll do. Alright. The hair would probably be casting a bit of shadow. Alright, anything here? Not really. Anything here? Not really. This part would have the exact the exact same sort of deal. By the way, a good chunk of Monday, the creative server was open over on Little Bean's stream. I am a bit grateful because it allowed me to do some cool stuff that I wanted to get done and couldn't get done during stream time. However, I know there are beans who love their survival mode, who only come for the survival mode, and I do feel bad that they would have issues with that. So I'm gonna start with the obvious, right? Just a little bit of shadow underneath, but like, this isn't just a cylinder coming up out of the neck, right? It's not just a slightly wider part of the neck. There's shapes. In particular, the chin tends to overhang. So I think I'm gonna kind of blend the chin into the rest of that, like so. And I think if I do this right, that could probably illustrate that a bit better. Something like that, I think. Actually, I think there should be something here too. This overhangs over all of that. Oh! I remember what I typically do. Is it too late? Not really. So I normally do this, but pure black, and then I thin it up until it looks right. Which takes away the guessing, honestly. I also tend to do this a few times, putting different weights on different shadows. Wow, has it been so long since I shaded that I forgot how to do this? Oh, ad break. My bad. So, if you can see and hear me right now, it means you've bypassed the ads, which you could have done in one of a number of ways. It is possible that you are watching on YouTube in the future. And if that's the case, thank you for watching the VODs. I hope you enjoy YouTube/PaulUParadox. And if you do, feel free to leave a like on the video. Heck, if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe to me. And if you want to be notified when every new video comes out, you can ring the bell. That being said, oh yeah, also, feel free to leave comments. I'm friendly. I would love to answer questions and just generally talk to all of you in the chat. I mean, that's kind of why I stream, right? I absolutely love chatting it up with my watchers. And so with that being said, feel free. I do answer those. I do get to those. And if you're here on twitch.tv, it's possible you're subscribed to me. Twitch/PaulUParadox. And again, that means you or someone on your behalf has paid for your subscription. And I am very grateful. I am not the richest Tatum on the internet, and every bit helps immensely. Thank you very, very much. So yeah, and right now, if you're just getting back, it means that you did have to watch the commercials. There's one way you can get around it that I know of for sure, other than Turbo, and that is by subscribing here at twitch.tv/PaulUParadox. If you do, you'll have access to our emotes for the month. It's about $5 to subscribe. If you have a bunch of money, you could gift subscribe to other people. That would be a fun, wonderful way to spread love and positivity. That being said, do what fits your price bracket. Do what makes you happy. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money. I am here to entertain. And if you think I'm worth money, that's your choice. Thank you very much. Let's see here. I think that's it. That's the whole spiel that I do once per stream. Everything else is kind of just me interacting with you guys so you guys can get back from, like, grabbing food or using the restroom or whatever. Anyway, thank you, Proto, for clarifying that I did get the drinking vessel wrong. Though I like to think that that's just a character choice on the cat in question. When someone tries way too hard to look way too fancy and they have no idea what it is they are actually doing, I think that's when mistakes like this happen. And I think it says a lot about the character of the cat in question. Maybe they didn't have enough money for like 5 different glasses for all the different kinds of alcohol, so they just grabbed what they had that looked relatively fancy. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba. At some point, I still need to go through and make my own music list from NCS. It's been a while since I last did that. Working on my off time is a little bit on the anxious side. I'm not like Bean, who has an infinite work ethic. I do not know how they maintain that. I could not maintain that. Lil Bean from Stardust and Lightning is a beautiful, insane mad lad. I don't think I would be willing to hear any argument on that. Boop, 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 boop. They kind of need to worry about themselves a bit more is what they need to do. But they won't. They're too busy being amazing for everyone to be even slightly amazing for themselves, which is a sad, but also shows their dedication. Ba 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 ba. All right, back to the art. Back to the art and art. All right. Another reason I like doing this is it makes it easier to tell the thickness of what I've done. And actually, if this is going to be the thick shading, right? There'll be a thinner shading later. If this is going to be the diffused light, I want to go a bit thicker. This will be my guide for the thinner, darker stuff. Anyway, for shade 1. All right. I know this the language version of this song. All right. So the thicker version, I think, starts a little further back and just really comes to a head here. More than ever, one another. It was written in the stars, can't be torn apart. Together. Ba 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 da ba. Ba 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 da ba. But yeah, tinting and shading is mostly about adjusting the white and black value. So it kind of makes sense to me to use white and black as my modifier. If I was an expert at color mixing, I might just go ahead and do it differently. But I think I've experimented a lot on a few things already, and I don't want to experiment too much outside my comfort zone, because if everything's experimental, right? If nothing is baseline how I do things, then all I'm gonna learn if things go wrong is that something went wrong. If I experiment in very specific few locations, then I can determine whether or not I want to keep doing things that way moving forward. So yeah, if this gets dropped down a bit, say to about there, then yeah, suddenly it becomes the light type of shading, the diffused shading. I think this is an answer specifically for the sharp type of shading, but I'll get a little bit diffused back there as well. Also keep in mind, in this moment, the only thing I'm shading for is the fur. Do I need to put some shade on the fingers? Nah, I think that's fine. Do I need to put shading on this arm? I probably should. Especially the diffused kind of shading, right? Actually, I could probably do this for the arm too. Now that I think about it, let's make this a quick little experiment. So this is going to be the diffused shade. This is the shade that basically says light is reaching here, but not directly from the source. The lights are mostly above, which means... Okay, hold on. So we have kind of the middle, right? Let's see. The middle would be... Most of this... I guess the middle would start there. And I guess around here. And then for the thumb, this would not be receiving light, but it would tuck into here. Most of here would be receiving light decently well. I think it's only about here that we start getting into like the roundness of the arm. And then maybe something like that. There also, at some point, needs to just be a bit of a crease line here. Something that says, this is the elbow. I'll have to work on that too. All right. So back to here, back to black. Let's kind of follow this guide, but also shy away from it just a little. So something like this. Something here, I think. This is the first time I've done something like this. My friend Slush, who is an artist, pointed this out. And I have not quite fully, thank you, Mavin. I have not quite fully implemented this until, I guess, now. Hi there. How you doing?
What the dog doing?
The dog is doing some shading. I am currently trying to figure out where the diffused light would be. The light that's like not directly touching an area, but kind of indirectly illuminating it still. And I don't think I've ever done it quite this way before. So this is interesting for me. Nope, that is not right. There we go, that's much better. Oh, thank you for the 10 bits. It's always good to hear from you and see, well, just thank you though. Just a general thank you. I think I'm gonna want to kind of hint that that's connected there, even though there's no real good reason for that. All right. All right, let's see if this will work. All right, there's a little bit I'm gonna have to free up from here. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. And just for the sake of having this, let's maybe get, whoops. Let's maybe get a little bit of a this going on. Oh my goodness! You gifted a gift sub to Perolo. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your emotes, Perolo. Have a great time. I drew pretty much all those emotes, though at the moment they're more circles that relate to the philosophy and elements of a book series I might finish writing eventually. There's a lot of things I quote-unquote should do. getting back to that book series is one of many projects that honestly, if I could get more support on some of my more day-to-day projects, I could probably get back to things that I want to do, like that book. Not that I don't want to stream. That's the last takeaway I want you guys to have, right? I'm not saying, oh, streaming is difficult, I hate it. Why would anyone want to do? No, you. No, I love streaming. Streaming's great. But yeah. You want to summon my BF? You did that very recently, if I recall. Yeah, I think most of those fingers I can just do. I think this is another case of this sort of thing. Actually, it would probably be more like this? Yeah. All right. In this case, I think I want to follow this line basically as well as I can. Right about there. All right. Can I do this? I can. I think I want to do a little bit of erasing and extra coloring. Let's get some erasing on. And again, I want to do a little bit of this. Let's see. Don't make you save up for months to summon him every stream. I mean, you could. I'm not telling you what to do or not to do. It's your points. Any of my redeems are available to you at the price they're available to. Hi, Tanner. How you doing? Good to see you peering through the window outside, looking in on class. I don't know how you managed to see, like, the 5th floor of my mage tower from a bush somewhere in the courtyard and still be in class at the same time. But good job. The dog is doing some shading. So, as a quick demonstration again, this is what I think the diffused light would lay, and then I'm going to go back and, like, figure out, like, probably around there, right, for the diffused light. And then I'll do another level of shadowing that's the more kind of focused light, the areas where, like, no light source is quite getting to. and it'll be much, much thinner than what I'm currently doing here. It's the idea of like certain parts of the body are thicker and blocking light is something new. Portal magic, huh? That makes sense, that makes sense. Ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba. I could probably make this a bit thicker actually. Also, there should be a little bit of this here too. Not a lot, but it is a shirt. And so it's probably going to hang a little loose. Again, I couldn't paint. I'm a little bit on the clumsy side. Being able to have like different different levels or different layers and the undo button. If it weren't for that, I could not make art. A night shot dinner. Well, I didn't realize it was going to be night until I decided to put stuff out here. And once I decided to put stuff out there, I'm like, my options are cityscape. Yeah, my options are cityscape, park, or other apartment building. And between those options, I was like, you know what? I am not about that extra detail. I cannot do it as well as I would love to. So, I went for nighttime cityscape. Doop, doop. Anyway. Now these are baggy as heck. I imagine that these are absolutely... I'm on eraser. I imagine these are absolutely casting one heck of a shadow back here in particular. I think by the time they get here, maybe they've narrowed down. But yeah, these are some baggy ass shorts. So this is where it's hanging off of. This is where it's kind of pinched. So it's probably not all that baggy here. And then for sure, it is at least this baggy by the time it gets there. YouTube, please continue. Anyway. Which means about halfway they're probably here. Man, I love the opening to this song, but I don't like this song. Like, this intro gets me bopping, gets me ready for a good time. The tail's behind the door, because I couldn't trust myself to draw a good tail. It's just behind the door frame. I will consider drawing a bit of a tail. I just don't know. I mean, I guess I'm in the shading place, so it's a little late now. Hi, Blith! Anyway. So let's get this faded properly. Okay. something like this, I think. Yeah, I think that works. Now, all of here is the tight part. All of here is where the shorts are touching the skin. So I don't think I do nearly as much. So let's get a little bit of this. They're still mildly baggy, but like not by much. Let's see here. Yeah, touching the leg. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good, Blith. And then I want to do a similar thing here. Though that is tighter touching. So I think I'm gonna just barely put any down at all. We only got about 30 seconds before the next commercial. Oh no! What's that in his socks? It's a commercial! See you guys on the other side. I think it's smoother when I'm making such... I think it's smoother when I make such proclamations during a more plot-heavy type thing. Because then I can say a character is forcing commercials on our main characters. I think when I say there's a commercial in his sock, I think that's just a bit weird, right? Like, it doesn't quite fit as well as I make it sound like it might. I think I get much less of a laugh out of it when I put it in this way, at least. Sock commercials. There we go. There's the funny. The socks are programmed to advertise themselves every few minutes. It's quite annoying, but they're the best brand of socks on the market, so you just kind of have to deal with it. If you wanted socks that didn't self-advertise, you'd have to pay at least twice as much. Oh, yes! Yes, the TV commercials. Someone's passing by, is like, hey, you want to chill out? And then, like, the TV switches to commercial, and the person's like, no. I liked you. You hit it off, but that commercial, that's a yikes. You have crappy commercials going on in your background, and I'm gonna judge you personally by the commercials on your TV. Oh, man. I really should keep that thing off. It's really harshing my party vibe. Yeah, exactly. You gotta pay for a sock subscription to the sock network. I mean, it's the only way to live. I don't know why you would go through life without a sock subscription to the sock network. I mean, who doesn't pay for that in this day and age? Boop 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 boop. Socknet. I mean, some people invest in sock coin, but everyone knows it's a fad. Socks are gonna go out of business any day now. Hat subscription. There you go. You gotta pay for a hat subscription. These hats are actually capable of helping you cheat on tests, but only if you pay money to activate the hidden hat program, which is at least $5 a month. And if you don't pay for the hat subscription, then instead of cheating on your tests, you instead have to listen to commercials while you're taking tests. You'll just be trying to focus on the answer, and it'll throw a commercial at you, and you'll just be like, gosh dang it, I would love to concentrate on this test, but there's a commercial playing in my ear. Reverse bifocal strength, yes. Exactly. All the students know the reverse bifocal spell. You can't really regulate that. You try, and they come up with some other clever way to cheat. So we just made it easier. We just made cheating part of the curriculum, and made it so you had to pay to get access to that feature. Look, our school is massively underfunded. Okay? We need to earn the money somehow. Yeah, basically, Beth. Mortify the sense of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. Go. Weakness comes and goes. Honestly, cramming for tests is a bit weird. I mean, I feel like in our modern age, when you can look anything up on the internet, the better skill to test would be how to locate answers in a timely manner, rather than can you strictly memorize a thing. When is the last time you went to the doctor's and the doctor was like, I'm not gonna look, I don't know, maybe the doctor's a bad example. Let's go with lawyer, actually. Lawyer's a good one. When's the last time you went to have a lawyer? And the lawyer, thank you for alerting me, and the lawyer was like, yes, I'm going to do this entire case based off memory. I'm not going to read past case record. I'm not going to do any research. I'm sure I can handle this purely off of memory, as college has taught me to do. There's no need to ever look up anything. I've memorized every law case that has ever happened ever, including modern ones, and there is no reason to ever look up anything. I would say if such a person existed, I would not hire them to be my lawyer. I would never. Okay. But yeah, I would never, ever hire a lawyer that refused to do any research on past law cases, past records, before building a defense. It's like, this defense was actually canceled out a week ago, so it doesn't quite fit anymore. Oh, well, but no, that can't be right. I memorized that wasn't the case. I read that particular thing. I remember perfectly. You kinda hate it. Complicated.
I know the feeling, swear you're okay, but you're barely breathing. Don't you walk away. Cause I feel you getting lost, I feel you trailing off. Feel it in your words when you say there's nothing wrong. There's
something so subliminal
about the way that your hands shake whenever you talk.
Tell me what's been going on. Oh, oh, oh. Distant. All right, I need to get to the outline again. What is this? What the heck is this? What is up with this knee? All right. All right. I know this isn't the time to fix this, but like, come on. That knee is made out of solid, I don't know, something pointy. Solid pointonium. Like, that's not a knee. That still doesn't quite fit the, what, like, at least the bottom part's curved properly now. There we go. Now that's a fudging knee. That's a knee that you can actually bend with the heckin' knob at the end of it. That isn't a fucking farce. I did not mean to cuss just then. Doop boop boop doop boop. Okay. Well, he diagnosed you via iPhone? So, like, he pulled out an iPhone to look up the diagnosis, or he... But yeah. I feel like the skill of strict memorization is a bad skill to learn in our modern age, and the skill of looking things up on a database is a far more useful skill. Whether that database is hard files, or more often than not, whether that database is actual, like, data, being able to look up an answer is still far, like, vastly more helpful than having it memorized. Because memories be wrong all the time. Memories aren't usually the best. Okay. Like, it's good to have a hunch. It's good to have a hunch. It's good to know what's realistic and not realistic. It's good to be able to narrow a thing down once you've been suggested a small list of possibilities. However, I feel like strict memorization is just bad. Okay, if we're dealing with diffused light, I feel like the kneecap should have something. I feel like the lower half of the leg should have something too. If the light is shining down from above, I feel like... What? If the light's shining down from above, I feel like there should be a bit of this going on. And I feel like there should be a bit of this going on. Right? Maybe not that exactly, but something like that. I'm just gonna keep doodling until I feel like I've hit on the right angles. I think maybe about there? Keep in mind this is the diffused light, right? Anywhere there's even a tiny bit of shadow, that's a good place to put this stuff. Watching alone, this place is empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. Living it longer, step by step. The second that there's no time for regret. We've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around this globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. That doesn't quite look right. I kind of get the under the knee bit. I think I made the curve too sharp. Yeah. Feel like a dynamite. Millions to so died up in the sky. I need you to listen. I need you to hear and enjoy and inspire. We've been flying from town to town, from London to Ceylon. We've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Ba 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 ba, heroes tonight, yeah. I have never quite done this before, I don't think. But I think something like this, maybe. Maybe, whoops, wrong one. Maybe more of that. I have no idea how to handle this. Actually, something like that seems better. Yeah, I think that's okay. I feel like if I'm going to go out of my way to do that, I need some on this leg too. So this leg isn't really bent all that much, so I don't think the knee is going to be a major contesting point. Yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble taking a knee. So this is a why is it sharper because it's bent? Oh, it's flatter because it's bent. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, it's more parallel with the leg because the leg is bent. Okay. So there would be the curving of musculature to take into this, but it wouldn't... No. Some of that beginning seemed about right, but like... something like that, maybe? Okay, keep in mind diffused light. So this would actually be more like that. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah. I think something like this is correct. I think it would make more sense to make that 15. Yes. Alright. So this is Fur Shade 2. Alright. Now for the specific and much thinner points of pure shadow. The places where the light really isn't getting to. Like before, it's like, there's a little bit of shade. This is meant to be more like, there's the tiniest speck of light. I might be willing to curve this a bit, but I want to leave most of this as partial light, partial shade. da 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 da. Da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. I spent the last 2 weeks just spinning. Spent the last 2 weeks just spinning. Spinning. Ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba la ba ba ba. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba ba da ba. Ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba 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 la ba da ba. Da 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 la da. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da. Ba 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 da. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 da. Ba da ba. Ba da ba da. Ba da ba. Ba da ba da. What? What? Whoops. I'm gonna need to bring a major eraser to that in a moment. A little bit bigger. Oh, I think I like this one. No, this is a different one, but I think I still like it. I'll deal with that in a bit. Alright, the ads are approaching. A touch more, but not too much. Yeah, I think that's working out very well. I don't think we need a dark shade on the upside of the socks. So now the real question is just how dark should the dark shade be? Let's see. Probably a bit less than all that. I have you at 15, don't I? What if I make you literally twice as dark? Whoops, undo. Yeah, I think that works out pretty well. Yeah, I think that works out quite well. Alright. Let's merge these down. And call that layer done. Next is this. Let me think. So, gonna do the same sort of thing. This is ear shade 1. And of course, ear shade 2. Don't you love it when you start typing and instead of typing, nothing happens? Oh, the commercials. Right. The commercials are starting without my control relatively soon. So, when they start, we'll switch to the screen. I'll see you on the other side of them. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ad starting soon, question mark. I don't want the question mark. Can you just start the ads, please? Thank you. I don't want to sit around for ages while you pick. You are literally wasting my pre-roll off time, Twitch. Thank you very much. Okay.
Lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with the motion, following the light that sets me free.
I don't know how I feel about this song because I think I might be reading into it, and I don't know if I'm reading too much into it or not enough into it. Like, the music part is great, but I think they just discussed unaliving in a very poetic way. I hope I'm wrong. Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. Staring down the barrel, waiting for a gate to open. Either it's super metaphorical, or I think they're talking about a very specific action that I don't think I'm allowed to say in plain language. It could all be just super metaphorical and I'm reading too much into it. And I do hope that's the case. Or it's about a Persona game somehow. I realize that that's probably what you're doing, yeah. And this is why I want to pre-screen my songs. There's just so many songs, and the vast majority of them are ones I don't particularly like. It seems like anyone can submit their music to this group and basically be like, this is free use through your guidelines. But it also seems... So like one of the songs is basically, hey, I'm going mainstream. Look how amazing I am. I'm super effing awesome. You should listen to my real songs that aren't advertising me. Because this song is going to be nothing but self-advertisement. And it's good to be proud of yourself, I guess, to within a certain margin. But I think if you have a song that's basically just self-advertisement, and you play it off like, oh yeah, no, this is a real legit song that's real legit good about pride and such, and like, you should listen to it and like it, but also like all my other stuff. Like all my stuff you have to pay for, but here's your freebie copy of me self-promoting and bragging. And it's like, neat, I guess, but like, it's just self-promotion and bragging. If I made a song about Paul's Magic University and about how amazing its headmaster was and how you should absolutely attend my school with all your money, I don't know if I could then say, oh no, this isn't an advertisement. This is just your everyday normal song. I am normal song. I also want all your money for my school, but I am normal song. Like, I would have to squint at that really hard and be like, excuse me, I do not think you are normal song. Basically, that is more or less like, okay, the song goes something like, some about, oh, thank God, a brother's on the rise now, blah, blah, blah. It's like, there's actually a line of like, want me in your throne, throw a couple stacks, y'all. Like, the entire song is just self-promotion. Like, from the ground up, the entire song is, I'm amazing, and I'm unique, and I'm unlike anyone else. You should pay me money, brah. Like, that's basically the entire song. Anyway, Ear Shade 1. Well, honestly, all of it. I think if I'm being honest with myself, pretty much all of it. It is encased on all sides by like an overlip. Like the whole thing, right? The entire hecking ear is basically one big shadow. Luckily, this is the part... luckily, this is the part that's like super thin shadow. This is the part where it's like, no light's getting into my jail. It is an endless abyss, unescapable and unassailable by the masses. Like, that's not this. This reminds me of Friday Night Funkin'. I know I've said that a few times. Alright, drop that down to what, 15% is what I did for the other one. And yeah, you can notice when I do this, but you can kind of barely notice in the grand scheme of things, I think. Which is kind of what that level of shading is for. Alright, next is this. Make this a little thicker because of the angle. Make that not thick, again, because of the angle. Like, if the light's coming from above, I think this makes sense. And then I think this goes down to 30. Yeah, I think that is pretty decent shading. Luckily, it's a very small space. I don't think, yeah, nothing else counts on this layer. So I think we're done here. Merge and merge. Next is the nose. You booped at me! You heckin' dumb booped at me! Why you do that? do, do, do. Alright. Nose shade 1. Nose shade 2. And actually, let's go back to the wine real quick. I never put any highlights on the wine. None. I never put any tint on the wine. In fact, I've been doing nothing but shade, but most of it's been on fur. Fur doesn't tend to be super reflective, I don't think. It's good at diffusion. It's not great at reflection. But you know what is good at reflection? A glass of wine. Liquid, especially this somewhat flat surface up here. Wine light. All right. So now, what I'm obviously tempted to do, what I'm very obviously tempted to do is just this. Just say, oh, the light's bouncing off specifically the surface and the entire surface. Done. Crank that down to, I don't fucking know, 15. Done. Just, that's good. Move on. But there's a small problem with this. And actually, I think that's fine as is, that one there. Let's duplicate this. And call this 2. And the problem is, there's this wonderful effect where things undo. There's this wonderful effect where things kind of closer to the camera are a bit more transparent, and things farther are where the reflection is. So let's get this to be about that, I think. And get this to kind of do a similar thing. Like this, I think. And now we got kind of a hard reflective surface, a soft shimmer, and the pure color. And I feel like this is more or less what we should have. Yeah, I think that's decent. I think it might be too much though. Let's drop it to 10 and 20 and see what that looks like. Much better. 10 and 20, much better. Doop-a-doop-boo. Chaos, chaos. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's definitely it. Also, though, nah, I think we're good. Let's have a little fun till we downfall. Oh, till I downfall. If you feel like I do right now, just have it on the run to the other side. I don't think cat noses tend to be nearly as wet as like dog noses. I haven't really been around many cats though, to be fair. Let's see here. This is the general shade, right? Something like this, maybe? A little bit thinner. All right. Drop that to the typical 15. And then for you, much tighter. Oof. Actually, back to you real quick. All right. This and this. In this particular case, it needs to be thicker than that. Let's move that 66. And if that's the case, should you be 33? The other direction. I think yes. Without knowing more, I think yes. I could look up more noses. I've done so in the past.
Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are.
Uh, not sure. But I think the nose is done now. I think that's good enough. Alright. Pupil black. Well, I don't have any tint for this. Or shade for this, but I can do a tint. So, I'm gonna call this Pupil Shine. Pupil Shine. And I'm just gonna put probably a little bit of this here. And a little bit of it here. Yeah, I think that's it. Ugh. Alright. Boop. And then eye green. I guess I think I only want to do one level of eye shade and one level of eye tint. I don't think there's enough room on this tiny canvas to require more than that. Well, let me think. What would I do if I did have the room and desired to? Yeah, no, I wouldn't do anything. It's too small a canvas and there really isn't much overhanging. I think that's it. Just the top eyelid is making a tiny bit of shadow. That's all I'd do. As for eye tint, it's just the same sort of thing. One of these sorts of deals. Alright. I think 40 is more than enough for that. Typically, this would be 30. Yeah, I think that's more than enough. Yeah, I think that's more than enough. Alright. Merge, merge. Next is the shirt. Alright. Shirt. Shade 1. What the fudge? I said shirt shade 1. Shirt shade 2. That's his shirt with an R, right? Right? Yes. They are all three shirt with an R. Good. Oh, a care package. Thank you, thank you. Doopy 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 doo. Ugh. Ugh. All right, thank you, thank you. All limbered up and stretched out. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. All right, so let's start with the overdoing it side of things. Here for sure. Hmm? Oh, I'm in eraser mode. Something like that, maybe?
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining
Through, it's true. Honey, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, then let the light shine through for you. Light shine through. Ba, 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
eyes in the sky, gazing far
Into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through to you? Oh, for you. For you, for you. Uh, huh. I guess his shirt's tucked in? I don't know what the social rules are for when you tuck in your shirt, when you don't tuck in your shirt, how high your shorts go. I know I've been made fun of for having my shirt tucked in and also my shorts ridiculously high, shorts or pants. And so me with my some form of autism brain kind of saw tucking in your shirt as wholly incorrect, but then I've been told to tuck in my shirt once or twice. I've been told that but thou must, because this is a fancy place and you must tuck in your shirt. and then I do, and then I get made fun of for tucking in my shirt too much again. I don't know where the correct amount of shirt tuckage is. It is very confusing to me, and it has plagued me my whole childhood, and I just gave up on it by my adulthood.
People tuck in their shirts.
Yeah! Blith is right. Social rules are a bit stupid and arbitrary.
It's like
Huh?
It's like you must use the smelling for it's just like why?
Yeah, why are there no less than 3 forks and no less than 2 spoons and also 2 knives?
Anyway, money's ready.
And immediately?
You know how long you'll be in this office.
I already go out of my way to end stream early. Are you saying I need to end stream right now?
Grab our money and then come back. We don't have to go shopping immediately.
For like maybe 1 hour of stream.
No matter early. Now yours. If you want to end early or if you want to come back and stream for an hour.
I guess I'm done for now. I don't really want to be, but I think if the option is maybe we don't even get money this week, I don't think I have a choice. Yeah, it'll just be a short stream today, I guess. I don't know why your person stopped always delivering the money. Ah. Well then, you need to get a case manager who is a case manager and not the boss of the whole company. Like, this is a temporary measure, right? This temporary measure has been going on for like a month.
Are there any plans on taking this sooner rather than later?
Because, yeah. Oh, ads are currently in progress. Weird. Alright, so welcome back from ads. I got distracted from handling ads properly by money situations. The long and short of it is we're raiding out. We're raiding out because money reasons. There's supposedly only 1 viewer right now, and if that's the case, I'd be willing to put money on it being Blith. That being said, let's see who I want to raid into. I mean, Waza Nor is doing Stardew Valley. That's a pretty good one. With 1 viewer, with 1 or 2 viewers, that typically, I don't know why it doesn't. Well, it either doesn't count Blith or it doesn't count you. I'm not sure which. Regardless, I don't know. Let's try Waza Nor in their Stardew Valley. I feel like Waza Nor and Stardew Valley is a good one. Or you each count as half. Yeah, that has to be it, right? Anyway, if you have my emotes, please copy the whole dang thing. If not, please copy at least the text message. Waza Nor is always raiding into us. Yeah, Waza Nor is always raiding into us, so let's return the favor. Thank you, everyone, for coming to see my stream today. I hope you have a wonderful heckin' time. Come back next week to watch more shading. I hope we get much more done. Tomorrow's 'Tis of the Kingdom, so come and see me then. And have a great day, my friend. Farewell, students. Know that learning will happen wherever you are. Seek the new and also the unusual with huge open eyes. Always be kind, but don't be anyone's fool. May magic always be with you, but more important than any other words I could possibly say, even if you are incapable of changing the entirety of this massive, huge world, know that you still make an entire world of difference for the people that you help. Goodbye. Goodbye.